Okay, so my name is Adebola, and I'm not one who regularly makes videos, but I've seen a lot of misinformation going around concerning the 5G and people trying to link it with coronavirus and talking about one world or new world order, whatever that means. And I saw this particular video where a lot of other videos were coupled together and presented as fact. And that particular video was the reason I decided to make this video. Um, he started that video trying to prove that 5G is linked with coronavirus and that China created coronavirus and that the the US is aware, or that President Trump is aware. Um, he started that by displaying a tweet where President Trump wrote that China is now our friend, and that doesn't prove anything. President Trump has written that about some other countries. China is not the first country he will write that about. And China and the United States of America have not necessarily been best of friends. They've had trade wars. China is not a friend to America. America is not a friend to China. So he writes that talking about these trade issues they've had, and that has not said anything about coronavirus. Then he goes on and showed um, some other videos where he claimed that all governments actually left coronavirus to fester because they wanted it to reach other parts of the world before acting. But that again is not true. Mm, Yeah, many countries were a little had a little lag in their response to coronavirus. But even before it got to some other countries, many other countries already had their game, in top gear. And even till now, some islands, some countries, although a few are yet to have coronavirus. So I'm not sure what he is trying to prove. They're saying that they left coronavirus to fester before reacting because they wanted it to get to all parts of the world, so to say. And then he claimed Wuhan, where this virus started, um, was a bedrock of 5G. He's saying that Wuhan is the smartest in terms of 5G capability, but that is not true. The capital of China, Shanghai, and the in Beijing and Shanghai are technologically advanced more than Wuhan, and they have less number of cases than the Hubei province where Wuhan is in China. And again, many countries don't have 5G, yet they have coronavirus. Iran is hit with coronavirus, yet they don't have 5G. Nigeria does not have 5G, and we have coronavirus cases, although we still have a mild case here. So, how do you say that pandemics have occurred in the past? 100 years ago, there was the Spanish flu that killed much more than we have now. I learned about over 50 million people, and in Nigeria alone, about 500,000 people. We don't pray, we don't hope that this particular pandemic gets to that level, but we are saying that you can't, because you cannot explain what is happening now. You must not have to tie it with the advent of a new technology. What technology would you say was responsible for the pandemic 100 years ago? 2G, half G, or what? So it is wrong to deliberately mislead people. And he got to a point where he said that all viruses are man-made. That is ridiculous. He said all viruses, including coronavirus. I don't really know what to say to that. Viruses are organisms. Yeah, it is possible to engineer um, a biological weapon in the lab. But oftentimes, when there's a biological weapon, they usually have a very high fatality rate. Currently, the fatality rate of coronavirus is under 5%. Generally, it's under 5%. It's a little more than that in some countries, and but generally it's under 5%. And that doesn't fit the profile of a typical biological weapon. And viruses have existed for years. Coronavirus have existed for years. It's just this particular coronavirus that is novel. And it's and that makes it very wrong to paint to people as though all organisms are created in the lab, especially when they cause this large scale infection and death. So trying to make it seem as though this particular pandemic was man-made, it's fundamentally wrong. And then there was this video it showed where there was a tree, where half of this tree was withered and the other half was good. And then beside the withered part, there was a panel, like it looked like a solar panel, and he claimed that that's the panel, the radiation from the panel is what was responsible for the death of half of that tree. And I begin to make findings, and found out that that particular city where that tree is a city in UK. I think Chilcross or something. I'm not sure if I get the pronunciation correctly. And people who are here have noticed that this tree has been dying since 2015 when there was no 5G. And that particular video was shot early 2019, when this talk of 5G was nowhere. And even the panel that was shown is said to be a street light and not a 5G panel. So if you want to come with evidences and facts, do your research and come up with something that is logical to argue your case. I'm not trying to say that I'm not trying to just come as an attack dog or something. I just want you to come with a reasonable explanation or reasonable argument for what you are saying. If you are saying that there's a link between 5G and coronavirus, don't tell me to prove it. Prove that there's no link. It is your duty to prove that there's a link, because you are the one coming with something that fundamentally looks wrong and not logical, so to say. And then there was this video where some people were receiving chips, and which he presented as though it has a link with 5G. Again, this video was shot early 2019, and it's describing about technology company, um, in which some Swedes have voluntarily opted to have those chips implanted. Nobody was forced, and Swedes have opted for such implants as far back as 2015, when there was no 5G. And so again, this particular video has nothing to do with the current advent of 5G. And then sorry, and then he said that humans will become the device when 5G comes, and that there will not be any device anymore. The man just gets out, call Uber, the Uber comes, you just say Uber, you just go out of your house and say Uber, and then the Uber comes. And that again is ridiculous. And I'm not sure what response to give to that, but saying that there will not be any device anymore is just not logical. And 5G, it has been said 5G is just an improvement on the 4G that we currently have. So it is ridiculous to just think that there's a force somewhere, or there are people somewhere trying to control the world or bring the world to an end. Yeah, maybe the world is ending. Maybe maybe there are people somewhere who are trying stuffs, but come with logical explanation and logical argument. Then there was this video where some men were laying cables, I think in the United Kingdom, where a woman accosted them and asked them questions. So he was trying to make this video like an evidence of the government laying 5G cables, and as such has asked everybody to stay at home. And I'm saying government does not need you to stay at home before they lay cables. They have laid a lot of cables in the past. Why would they mandate you to stay at home now because they want to lay 5G cables? And telling people to stay at home excluded some other groups of people. So there will be people outside. If it was so secretive, why would they allow health workers to move about? Why would they allow security personnel to move about? People in pharmaceuticals, people in food production are moving about. Even the people laying the cables themselves will know about it. So if it was so secretive, if it was something they don't want people to know, why didn't they just do it in the dead of the night and ask nobody to come out in the middle of the night? So it is not exactly secretive that they are laying cables, and that woman was actually harassing the two men who were doing their job, and everything she was saying was just something more like a regurgitation of the belief of the conspiracy theories that have been going around. Then there was this video of a man who said that it is not possible to just pass out from a virus. It's not the virus that just makes it pass out. It's the complication from the virus. It's the complication from the virus. You get the virus, you get pneumonia, you get a bad lung affection. You can pass out from that. So saying that it's only 5G that can make people pass out and not the virus is just something that is that is ridiculous. And then there was this part where he then showed the video of a pastor, a Nigerian pastor, who is showing a chart between the New World Order, 5G, and coronavirus. And in this video, the pastor was actually saying things that have been said before in the earlier videos that he showed, and so it just forms a loop of misinformation. Now he is coming up with his own video, showing these videos where these videos are talking about what other videos in that same video has shown. So it's just a loop of misinformation that has been ongoing, and they just keep passing it on and on. And these assertions, this misinformation have real life consequences. People are going to be hurt. Mast is being destroyed in the UK. People are being harassed on the street. And this may get worse if this misinformation continues to go on and on. If you have a fact, if you have a scientific basis for what you're saying, bring it forward. People are going to be reasonable about it, but don't come with don't conjure up falsehood and present it to people as fact, trying to argue your case that there's a conspiracy, there's a plan, to control people, to kill people. Some even go to the extent of saying there's nothing like coronavirus and it's all a hoax. And that's an insult on the sensibility of people who have been infected, and also people who are dead, people who are on the front lines. It is really unfair. Please make your findings and be sure of what you're going to say before coming out. Thank you.